Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Dominic, CEO, founder, and independent financial advisor here at Cameron James. So today we will be discussing, can you transfer your final salary pension as an insistent client? So for any of you who haven't dug into your research yet, just a quick breakdown of what an insistent client is. As you will all know, DB pension transfers have become far more difficult with the regulation which is put in place by the FCA, in fairness, to protect you as clients when transferring a pension when it's not in your best interest. Now, there may be some examples where the advice is to retain your UK seeding scheme. This means, in our professional opinion, we do not deem it beneficial for you to move forward with a pension transfer. This happens quite a lot. Well, actually, we try to triage clients out of the process so they don't end up having to pay for official reports at an early stage. So really, we try to stop people going too far down the advice process and paying money if we think a transfer is not in their best interest. However, you have a statutory right to transfer your UK pension. Well, you did until the 30th of November 2021. There's another video on the channel which discusses that in a bit more detail, but let's stick with that for the moment, statutory right. So you can say to me, Dominic, thanks for the advice, but no thanks. I know that you're an expert. I know that you guys transfer a lot of pensions and that you've deemed it not suitable for the pension transfer specialist to transfer my pension. However, I disagree with you. Or maybe I agree with what you've said in terms of the facts and the figures, but I wish to proceed and complete a transfer anyway. So this is a little bit of a difficult area, because if you can think about it from a compliance perspective, we're writing a report and it says, John Smith, you shouldn't transfer your pension. John says, thank you, Dominic, but no thank you, I want to transfer my pension anyway. So then it's a little bit of a grey area, because we've told you not to do it because we don't think it's in the best interest of your finances, but you wish to continue to process the advice anyway. If we were to just turn around and say, no, absolutely no chance we can do it for you, it's then like, okay, well, we're actually taking away your right to take financial advice and then make your own decision. So an insistent client is able to proceed after they've had a report which is to retain. Now, I must caveat that in the United Kingdom, we cannot process insistent clients. If you are a UK resident, going through as an insistent client is almost impossible in this day and age. There might be a few people out there that can do it, but they're getting very, very small. In the international market, this is still possible. So for our clients in Europe, America, and further afield, you can move ahead as an insistent client. So what happens as an insistent client? You get your final report which says to retain your DB pension transfer assets. You would then say, I would like to move ahead anyway, Dominic. I say, okay, I would like to have something real confirmation from you to understand in your own words as to why you want to transfer. So as per FCA guidelines, you will have to write a handwritten letter in your own words, not the words of your financial advisor, not using jargon, not using terminology, just broken down in your own words why you want to go against the pension transfer advice. That handwritten letter comes back to us. We then schedule a further due diligence call with an FCA specialist just to check. It might take 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, but just to check you thoroughly understand the process and you understand you are giving up your guaranteed income from life from a UK scheme and moving it into a defined contribution pension such as a SIPP. Once that telephone call is completed and our specialist is happy that you haven't been hoodwinked, you haven't been tricked, it's not the words of your financial advisor, it is your own words and your own rationale, we can then proceed with an insistent client basis. The other part to factor into this is that the UK pension trustees are also skeptical of insistent clients. So for example, AJ Bell, Fidelity, all the big boys in the UK don't accept insistent clients. Why don't they accept insistent clients? There's a bit of a risk there, because potentially they're accepting a transfer from someone who's been given advice not to transfer. That client 5 years, 10 years in the line could say, AJ Bell, why did you let this happen? You've had a negative impact on my financial planning, litigation. Luckily, we're not in the US. The litigation would be through the roof. So there's only a small amount of SIPP providers, for example, which now accept insistent clients. Again, they will have their own forms for you to sign to make it very, very clear that you can't turn around one day and say, oh, it's someone else's fault. At the end of the day, it's your pension. We give you the advice to maintain your pension. If you want to go against that advice, we can do it for you if outside of the UK, but we will protect ourselves and protect the pension trustee, just to make it very, very clear. The reason this system is in place is because previously you could be an insistent client very easily. You would just say, I'd like to be an insistent client. No handwritten letter was required, no additional forms were required. And there's a possibility that some of these clients did get misadvised. maybe their financial advisor of a less scrupulous company said to them, oh, that's what all the reports say, just transfer it anyway. It's the best thing for you to do. Everyone else is doing it. All your colleagues are doing it. Don't miss out, don't miss out. However, they've sold them. Maybe someone did do an insistent client process, but now it's almost impossible for that. It's a very, very regulated setup. So you can proceed as an insistent client if you're outside of the UK with Cameron James. If you have any questions on this, if you've been through an insistent client basis, if you think it's fair, if you think it's not fair, let us know in the comment section below. And obviously, if you want to book yourself in for an appointment with myself or one of our senior financial advisors, you can find the Calendly link in the description below. Also, you can even contact me on WhatsApp or just head over to the website. We've got lots more due diligence there that you can have a look at before booking in for your free initial consultation. I hope that's been helpful, guys. I look forward to reading your comments, and as always, take care and speak of you soon. Thank you.